My wife came to peep to see me dancing. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon or good evening, depending on which part of the world you're seeing our video from. This is Enuani Cultural Forum, where we promote the rich cultural heritage of the Igbo people. Today, we are looking at your role in the preservation of Igbo culture and tradition. Your role in Igbo cultural preservation. A lot of people think that the work of cultural preservation only lies in the hands of traditional rulers, chiefs, custodians of culture and tradition. But it lies with you, because everything a community is begins with a family. Uno wesi ejilo. Aibondi Igbo na-egwusi ụlọ efululu ma na-esi ilo. The dance will first fit you from home before it fits you outside. Whatsoever you bring forth at home is what you showcase outside. It is when we as families, in our own individual capacity, begin to project and promote and protect the Igbo cultural heritage, that the global community begins to take notice of it. Something happened recently that reminded me of the resilience and the pride, the rich cultural heritage of the Igbo people. So I decided to bring us this topic. You all know that the past few days, this man, I Show Speed, a young intellectual, a young social media influencer and a social media brand all over the world, who has over 50 million subscribers on YouTube here, is celebrating his birthday. So, as expected, he is visiting countries in Africa. He has traced his ancestry DNA and believes he is either from Nigeria. So, he visited Nigeria in celebration of his 21st birthday. So he landed in Lagos. In Lagos, he is received by different groups of people, influencers and all what have you. Something has stood out since his visit. He was guided on a tour by a Yoruba young girl who told him, "We are going to give you a Yoruba name and you will assume a Yoruba status." And he asked the young girl, "What if I am Igbo? You think I'm Yoruba?" She said, "Absolutely." And he asked her, "What if I am Igbo? What if? Just what if I am Igbo?" The girl now resorted to saying, "We have to do an ancestry DNA to determine if you are Igbo or not." Another thing, I saw so many Yoruba influencers, including Pella, Egugu of Lagos, OGB, and the rest of them flocking around him to take just a photograph. What I didn't see is one Igbo person running around him, yet he wants to associate with Ndi Igbo. This is because of how proudly we have carried our cultural heritage, how we have so much carried ourselves with dignity as a people. So today, I am asking, what is your role in the preservation of Igbo culture? What are you doing to ensure that the light, the candle that was passed down to you by your ancestors doesn't burn down? Ya asụkwa asụsụ Igbo. Ị na-asụkwa asụsụ Igbo? Do you speak Igbo language at all? Ya asụkwa n'ụmụ ya asụsụ Igbo. Do you speak it to your children? Are your children proficient in the use of Igbo language, which is our identity as a people? Because when you open your mouth, they will say, "Oh, it's from so place." Do you wear your Igbo attire? Do you dress like only Igbo? Or you now dress like Yoruba and Hausa people? Do you dress, when you dress and come out, do people regard you as only Igbo by your attire, even if it's once in a while? Can people look at you and say, "This man is Igbo, this woman is only Igbo"? Let people around you know you by your attire and by your language. Do you know how to cook Igbo food? Can be ofe ọha last. When last did you cook ofe ede? When last did you cook ofe ogiri? When last did you cook ofe Owerri for those who are in Owerri? When last did you cook ofe achara for those who are from Abia? Do you cook food that people will see and say, "Ah, of Igbo"? Like Bini people will say of Igbo. Yoruba will say Omo Igbo. Hausa will say Nyamiri. Do you do things that will make people around you know Nonya Abonyi Igbo? Or have you distanced yourself, or you have become so acculturated with other cultures that you have forgot your own particular identity as a person? Cultural preservation is what we are discussing today. What is your role in the preservation of Igbo culture? Do you cook ofe onugbu and call it bitter leaf soup? Do you cook nsala soup? Na akpozi ya soup? But you still call the Yoruba one ewedu. There's no English name for it. Man, itecha ofe onugbu ina akpo ya bitter leaf soup. Itecha ofe akwu ina akpo ya banga soup. How well have you projected and protected the Igbo cultural heritage as only Igbo? That is the topic of our discussion today. It is not a very exciting topic. It is a topic of some people will not even want to give the video thumbs up. Some people will even watch it few seconds and slide away because it is not a palatable topic. It is a topic that will speak to your conscience. How well have you represented onye Igbo? Ndị mmadụ a na-afụkwa gị si na onye a bụ onye Igbo. How well have you projected the Igbo cultural heritage? When last did you take part in your community's annual traditional festival? Once in a year. When last did you take part in them? Or ikpola ya asị? Omenani abụkwa na njọ. There are so many cultural festivals that even Jesus, the author and finisher of the Christian faith, attended, including Passover. When he died, he was buried according to Jewish customs. even warning you in several parts of the Bible to say, do not remove the ancient landmarks. Has your religion led you to forsake the ways of your ancestors, the ways of your fathers? Do you now think your ancestors are evil? 2 days ago, I did a live stream that revealed how those who came with the Christian missionaries burned down communities. They burned down Asaba, burned down Ezi, burned down Iseluku, burned down Ogwashuku. They were burning one community to another. Those who did not believe in their Christian faith. Today, Muslims are doing the same thing, and they are against them. Why will you do so? But that was exactly what the Christians did when they first came here. Have you forsaken the ways of your ancestors? There is no community in history that will come out, say, Igbo Beleba, burn down the community and force them to start worshiping their own Igbo Menana. It is not possible. Our ancestors were not going from community to community to kill one single human being. Makana Igbo, blood is very sacred. How well have you projected and protected Omenana Ndi Igbo? Omenana ejiwe malo obodo gị? How well have you protected it? How well have you projected and protected it? Kensi no wabeni abumoyu buluku na Nyocha South local government area of Delta State. Mana Igbo Igbo obodo ọbụna ya esi na-ebịa anụ ọnụ ntata bana anụ asụsụ ma asụ enwe m ike na asụ ya bụ asụsụ maka na ndị mmụnye nwe ike kuzie ni m. I am able today to speak my language, project my culture, the ideas, the ideals, the lifestyle, the ways of my ancestors, because my own father took pains to teach me. How well have you taught your own children? Have they become so modern that they have forgotten their root? You don't know where life can take them. Tomorrow your children may find themselves in Australia, in Jamaica, in Canada, in United States of America, in the United Kingdom. How well have you ingrained in them the ways of our ancestors? How well have you projected the Igbo cultural heritage? Does your children know how to speak? Do your children even know anything at all about the presentation of kola nut? No menana soji. Omenana di noji. Umwe marikwa. Do they know anything at all about the presentation of kola nut? The blessing of wine, the pouring of libation? Do your children know anything at all about all this? All these are Igbo culture. Oh, somebody may say these are evil deeds, as they will teach you that it is barbaric. It is nothing barbaric at all. It is nothing barbaric at all for you to know the ways of your ancestors. So please, you have a strong role to play in the cultural preservation of Ndi Igbo. In Akpokwe Igbo, the song I'm playing here was released around the late 60s and early 70s. Over 50-something years ago. The band is no longer playing. It was not even recorded in a studio. But the song is still bringing back cultural memories, stories, and ideals of the Igbo cultural heritage. How well have you projected the Igbo cultural heritage to your people, to your children, to your environment? In Asokwa Susu Igbo. For those of you who will see this video and just slide away, Biko, Aki Genyera Anyebo. If it doesn't interest you, it will interest somebody that you know. So please, just share the video to your audience and leave it there. You can slide away. If the video also interests you and you're watching, kindly double tap on it to give it thumbs up. It will help the video to rank well on the algorithm. Today we are discussing the preservation of the Igbo culture. Igbo cultural preservation is what we are looking at. What are the things you can do to ensure that your culture is preserved? First of all, begin with the language, because our culture rests in our language. In asụ asụsụ obodo isi bịa, nke mbụ ụmụ ị ga-ajụ daddy, mommy, what language is this? Then you can take a deep breath, relax, and tell your children, this is the language of your ancestors. Kọwaa na ka ya bụ asụsụ si dị, ka o si bụ asụsụ Igbo. If your language, I believe, is a dialect of the Igbo language, teach them that dialect of the Igbo language. Trust me, later they won't find it difficult adapting to Igbo Izugbe and English language. Mane, when you eventually appear before your ancestors, like the one they call Judgment Day, may you not be ashamed in their midst, because you have failed to pass on the candle that was given to you freely. May you not be a disgrace to them. When you eventually sleep and you see yourself in the land of the dead among your ancestors, and your father will ask you, your own father will ask you, why are my grandchildren not speaking our language? Why did you not teach them? All the things you have done contrary and arbitrarily to our culture, you will be made to answer for it. Perhaps the only thing you think is that when you close your eyes, that is all. Ana alowa, we the Igbo people believe in reincarnation. May you not live a life that will put you at cross with your ancestors for your next life. Whether you believe or not, it is real. Ensure that you play your role, you do your best in preserving the Igbo cultural heritage. It is in your language, it is in your lifestyle. Most of the things you were taught or you are taught not to do in Christianity are the same things our ancestors have warned you not to do. Thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not lie against your neighbor, thou shalt not sleep with your neighbor's wife. All these things are things that our ancestors have taught you never to even think of. Only if you can sit down and follow the ways of your ancestors and see that it is not different from what the Bible, Christianity teaches. But for some of you, following one is throwing away the other, which is very, very wrong. Totally wrong. It is not even what Jesus preached. Because everything that is custom, he observed. Everything that is custom. There is not one that he said, I don't want to do this. So please, ensure that you play your role in the preservation of the Igbo cultural heritage. You have a very strong role to play. You that is watching this video, you may be a young person who is unmarried, but in the list of my followers and my subscribers here on YouTube, most people are above 35. For the ones who are married with children, please, it is not easy. I can tell you it is not easy because I also have children. Please, teach your children their Igbo language, the language of your ancestors. For my own community, I know that one day I will close my eyes and I'm gone. It is these same children that will bring me back to my lineage to tell them your brother, my father is sick. They will do all the cultural processes before they will embark in a funeral process. If my children do not understand my language, How will they appear before my kinsmen? How will I look, even in death, before my kinsmen? What manner of shame will it be that my kinsmen are speaking my language to my children, and they need an interpreter to explain to them what their own kinsmen are saying? Because my kinsmen are their kinsmen. The same way I was born into the lineage is the same way I've given birth to them into that lineage. It is their kinsmen. How will my children feel if their kinsmen are talking and they cannot understand what their own kinsmen are saying? It is a shame not on them but on me as their parent. So you as a parent, I know this video is very painful. It is not here to sweet talk or those things we will do video and people will be clapping and dropping sweet comments. This is not a sweet video. It is a video that I'm making so that it will touch your conscience, to know that there's a life after you have passed away from here. When you eventually close your eyes, one of my kinsmen died in faraway Canada, a very prominent man from my hometown. Before his death, he has left money and instructions that they must take him back to the village to bury him. When they brought him back, it was a very difficult thing to do. They came to look for me, that I should assist them in certain things. I was the one who led them to their lineage, to go and announce to them that their brother is sick, because we don't say such person is dead until they have seen the body and examined and done some traditional rituals on him. To cut the long story short, when I met the children, they couldn't even understand Bia. Their mother is from my hometown, their father is from my hometown. They don't understand Bia, not to talk of Jeme. Their mother called me and said, "You are my brother," because their mother is from my own lineage. "You are my brother, please help your brothers." I said, "How are they my brothers? By blood or by what? How are they my brothers? My brothers do not understand my language." It doesn't end in language, it only begins with language. Not only did these children not understand our language, they don't understand the culture, they don't appreciate it, they don't see it as anything that should be adhered to. So when they told them that there is going to be a little delay in the burial process, that there are some propitiations that they have to do for their mother before their father can be buried, they got upset, took the materials they are supposed to present to their father as gifts and stoned it into the grave. The lineage got upset and decided to walk out on them to continue the burial. Without a lineage, burial cannot be completed in my place. I had to go and beg. We had to even pay fines to come back. These things happened because two parents, the parents of these children, were irresponsible. There's no sugarcoating it. There are roles that a parent should play. If you miss it, if you don't play it, you have missed it. Your children will have to suffer it. The shame will be on you, whether in life or in death. One of such shame is your children not being able to speak your language. It is the biggest shame. I teach Igbo language, especially the particular aspect of my own dialect. I have parents who are 80 who will contact me to say, "Please, I have failed as a parent. I failed to teach my children our language. Please, can you help me?" And I will start. Some of them are very interested. They will learn. Some are not so interested. It will take them longer time to learn. But when they are children, at this young age, when they are infants to juvenile stage, from 0 to 5 years, you have already done the job freely. How do you do it freely? At home, ensure. Don't give me that lame excuse that my wife is from Idoma, I am from Igbo land. My wife is from Bini, I am from Igbo land. My wife is from Yoruba. Your children can speak Yoruba fluently and speak Igbo fluently, Bini fluently and Igbo fluently. There's no excuse at all. Irrespective of the dialect that your wife speaks, your children can speak your own dialect very, very fluently. They can learn as many as 5 to 10 languages. Of course, you know they will learn English in school. There are teachers who can teach them English. There are few teachers who can teach them Igbo, but there is no teacher who can teach them their dialect, if not you, who is their father or their mother. If you fail now, you have failed woefully forever. If you have already failed, try to retrace it. How? You can start by teaching these children two words per day. 2 words per day is not bad. And before you know it, they will become proficient. If, for instance, every morning you call your children together, like in English, people who learn English do so using dictionaries, learning 50 words every day. If your children learn 2 words per day, 2 words per day, 2 words per day, were ya mahiri were ya mato, before you know it, they will become very proficient in that language. That is when you will know that you have started succeeding. Don't want to go daddy actually iha boy na beke sige tuare ya na asusu Igbo. You will know you have started succeeding. But mgbe ọbụla ọ bụ na ụmụ gị chọgị ịgwa gị okwu ana-asụ bekee asụ when ifele emegbu edibia bụ ebuka ozu enwa ifele emegbu edibia bụ ebuka ozu enwa. May it not get to that time that we are talking about, and you will be ashamed even in death that you have failed to teach your children the language of their ancestors. Okay? Njeke mago melo ye wuche. Oye jeke mago melo ye wuche kogo kwekwo. Njeke mago melo ye diago. This is the message I have for us this morning. Let me read some comments. What are the meanings of the Igbo names Iwene and Tansi? I don't know of Tansi. What Iwene can be an abbreviation. There are so many names that come from Iwe. We have Iwebo. We have Iwebo na Nkete. We have Iwe Diono. We have Iwem. Iwe means envy. So when we say Iwebo, envy usually starts from home. Envy usually begins from home. Is Iwebo. Iwene can be the envy that people have for a mother. Iwene. I've seen Ilona. It's the same thing, but opposite. Ilona is for a father. So that is it. I don't know of Tansi. It depends on the dialect of the Igbo language that the people who bear the name speak. I'm about to end the live stream. The message that I passed here is what I had in mind to come here and share with us. So thank you everyone, and do have a very pleasant day.